All right, you guys, bring your wholesaling questions. Let's get them answered. Happy Saturday. Typically, I do a Q&A. I try to do a Q&A every single Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard, but we're in Kabul right now with the bad connections. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to answer any questions, and let's get them answered so that way you guys can move in the right direction. Happy Saturday. Drop in a comment, let me know where you're at, who's on. We got 4 people. I can't move from the spot. D. Lee, happy Saturday. What up? You guys let me know where you're coming in at. Oh boy. You guys, how's your Saturday going? Any questions? Let's get your wholesaling questions answered. Jin, happy Saturday, my man. Where'd you at? You guys, anybody got any deals? Anybody got any deals that they're working on right now that they need to get an answer? I'm home. But happy Saturday. What up, man? Carlos, happy Saturday. Any question you guys have, drop it in the comment. Let's get an answer right now. Belak, happy Saturday. How's it going? On the next deal, I'm gonna share with you guys a story deal where I made a deal with the seller by shooting a pool game, by playing a pool game with him. Who wins 3 out of 2? Who wins 3 out of 2? If he wins, I gotta go with his price, and if he wins, he gotta go with my price. And I think we're at the time we were about 15 or $20,000 apart. But you know what? As for me, either way, it'll be a win-win because the price was already at a price where I can make. I think at the time we can already make about 10 or 15 on it. But I just want to see if I can get him a little bit longer or a little bit more, a little bit less, just to give myself a little room in there, just in case there's something come up, and something came up. So I'll share with you guys on that in the next Deal Friday. Okay, but I can't. This is when I didn't know anything about virtual wholesaling. I actually came out and met the seller at his house, and he had a pool table at his house, and thank goodness I pre-gamed. So the guy was actually pretty good. He was a 76-year-old man, and his wife just kind of passed away, so he wanted just to kind of move into the woods and sell his house. But anyways, I'll share with you guys on that next Deal Friday stories how I play a pool game with him, kick his butt, get him to come down to my price. It's really fun. Get more from realtor, retail cash buyer. I'm trying to get more money. You mean more buyer, Jen? Let me see here. Let's give you guys some shout out. George Jackson. Oh my God. George Jackson. Happy Saturday, buddy. Janar. Happy Saturday. My favorite channel. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. IBN. Happy Saturday. Let's see what you guys' question is. Where can I find a one-page contract that won't intimidate seller? George, I think I did an interview with, what's his name? Gosh, what's his name? Oh my God. Oh yeah, Ty, AKA the Flip Man. You can find him on my channel, or you can go to his channel, just type in AKA, or just type in the Flip Man. He actually give out his one-page contract that I guess he's been using for like, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, forever now. He will certainly hook you up with that, but it will help if you subscribe to his channel, I'm sure. But he seems to be a very cool guy. I actually really enjoy talking to I really enjoy talking with the guy on the interview. Where can next questions? How much does it cost for? How much does it cost for a jersey? I'm not sure exactly, IBM, but you can find the one-page contract, or you can below see if I can hook you up with our contract. But remember, when you talk to the seller, don't mention contract, say agreement, all right? Let me see here. Come on, you guys, smash those thumbs up. Don't be shy now. D-Lee questions. I have a skip trace cash buyer. I have a skip trace cash buyer in my county and have received phone numbers. What do I do? Say and ask them. Well, D-Lee, the ways know that, hey, you know what, I'm with a local investment, or I'm with a local investment group here in whatever area you're looking to wholesale, and say, hey, you know, typically what we do is our job is we go out there and we find a discounted property for you know, buyers like you that wants to fix and flip or buy them up and fix it and keep it for rentals, and just tell them that, hey, you know, and then just start getting their criteria, you know, what kind of property they're looking for. Are they gonna, is it gonna be cash, or are they gonna use private, are they gonna use hard, and type of property they're looking for, and just start talking to them. Just talk to them as like you're talking to a friend, where you're asking them for their criteria, so you can go out there and find them, you know, and link them up with that property. What do you tell the seller if he asks what company you're from? Carlos, I just say my company. But you know, so you got to make a name of a company that you want to, just make a name of a company that you wanted to start. Remember, you don't have to create an LLC yet for that company. Just go ahead and pick a name of that company and just start representing yourself, that company. And then just give the name to the seller. If I were you, you know, start creating, you know, start creating a Facebook page, or if you got some money, then start a website. But if you don't, it's completely okay. Or 2000, Carlos, happy Saturday, Gateway 2000. Happy Saturday, my man. How do I cold call expired listing? Just call them up. Just call them up and say, hey, we're looking to buy some properties in the area. I've noticed that you had your property listed back in blah, blah, blah. Are you still interested in selling it? So you got to make sure you're off the top. Say, hey, hi, my name is Skateboard 2000. Obviously, I'm sure that's not your name, but hi, my name is Skateboard 2000. We're looking to buy some properties in the area. We're a cash buyer. Came across your property, noticed that it was on the market back in whenever it is. Just want to know if you are still interested in selling or not. And then just start going into, and then if they say they are, then just Billy in the house. Happy Saturday. What up? Let me see here. MTO wants Tuna 09. Happy Saturday. Do you set the closing date on the man, I'm sorry about the connection, you guys. MTO, M-Town's Tuna. So the question is, yes, so basically what it is once the buyer is ready to go, you want to ask the buyer, the question is how quickly can they close? And obviously you want to shorten the time on the closing buyers as much as possible. Typically, I tell the buyers we need to close it within the next 10 to 15 days if possible. Hey guys. So, you know, that's what I tell the buyers. So you want to give the buyers the least amount of time as possible. So the best way is to ask them how much time do they need to close on the deal. But you don't want to, so let's just say if you have closing with the seller 10 days, you want to make sure that you ask the buyers and get them to close less than 10 days. So that way, if anything comes up, you'll be able to come back and be able to, you know, either have time to find other buyers or at least time to negotiate and talk to the seller, all right? My connection is horrible, so I'm probably losing you guys here. John N, at what point what point to you go to the title agency. John, once you have the seller tied up on the contract, that's when. So the first thing is you want to make sure you have your contract. You have contract in place. You found the title company that knows how to do these kind of transactions. Then once you have a contract with the seller, then you send the contract into the title company with the earnest money and get escrow open. All right, and then at that time you can start sending stuff out to your buyers. Like information on the properties to find out buyers. Questions. D. Lee, what do you tell the buyers to prep them for the inspections? D. Lee, so basically what you want to do is you want to tell the buyers, you say, hey, go ahead and do a drive-by to make sure you do like the property, you do like what you see. Once you do like what you see, then let us know, then let me know when's a good day and time for you, and I'll get that inspection set up for you. But I want you to understand, so let's just say D. Lee, let's just say you are the buyer. This is what I would say. D. Lee, I want you to be upfront and be honest with you here. I want you to make sure we're on the same page. This will be a one-time walkthrough inspection on the property. So please make sure you get all your contractor, your inspector, whoever you need with you on that day, so that way you can make up your decision afterward. Would that be okay? And typically most buyers that has the cash, they do this, they say yes. So that way you want them to let them know that this is a one-time inspection, and after that we would like to get an answer from you, D. Lee, if you want to move forward or not. All right, you guys, we got 15 people watching. Don't be shy, smash those thumbs up for me, you guys. Let me know, am I still live or not, because I don't know if I'm still live or not. Useman, I probably pronounced your name wrong. Happy Saturday, Kong. What lists have been the best ROI for you? What do you recommend for newbie looking for get started? Invest $2K per month. Dude, $2K per month, that's a really good amount in marketing. Now wait a second, depend on what area you're in. Personally, $2K, and if you can be consistent with $2,000 per month, and if you know how to talk to seller, as in like what question to ask, how to handle their objections, because trust me, when I first started, that was one of my weakness, is when I sent out these and I get calls coming in, but I didn't know what to say, how to answer the question, how to handle the seller objections. So a lot of times I lose deals that could have been deals. Now looking back, I lost tons of deals where it could have been a deal because I scared the seller off. But don't let that scare you. The more you talk to them, the better you will get. And when you do come across that super motivated seller, they're willing to talk to you and willing to work with you. But I'm just saying, a lot of times, some of these sellers, when you know how to talk to them, they don't have to be super motivated. They just have to be reasonable on their price and willing to sell based on based on what we can provide for them, as in like a hassle-free sell, paying for all the closing costs, etc. And if you know how to talk to them, you can turn those guys into deals. All right. So the best list, to be honest with you, the best list is to target anybody that has equity. They got to have equity in the house for you to be able to buy the house and actually make money off of it. So, even if, let's just say, even if you hit probate list, but they have no equity, then you can't really, you can't really do anything with the property, because I don't do lease options. I don't do rent to own contracts, so I don't do any of that. I don't do subject to. I just want to do a clean deal, cash them out, and the seller gets the cash, the buyer gets the property, we get ourselves off the whole thing. All right, I just want to do a clean transaction. But what I would target is Useman. Dude, you gotta hit those expired listings, send them a letter, hit the probate list. What other ones? Obviously the 50% equity or more list, and then there's another one. Gosh, man. So let me think for a little bit. The wife does all the marketing, so she knows exactly what list that we target every single time. But there's another one, is the out of state's owner. All right, out of state's owner. That's a really good list. Go on Craigslist, call all the landlord that are putting their property on for rent, and just let them know, hey, I'm not looking to rent, but we're looking to buy some properties in the area and want to see if they're interested in selling. Strawberries, I just making sure, strawberries. Wait, did you answer my question already? I didn't hear it. I hope I answer your questions. Because of the bad connections, I'm not sure. Kong, are you trying RVM cold calling? Usman, I'm actually gonna look into RVM. We're trying to connect. Are you financially stable? Could you quit your 9-to-5 job and be okay for the next 6 months or a year? Okay, so you got to ask yourself that question. A lot of people want to do is, okay, so I'm going to share with you guys my personal experience. I know there's people out there that just jump in with both feet, quit their job, give themselves no way back, and they got to push themselves to do this. Man, to me, that's going to be super stressful. To me, you got to suck it up. You got to suck it up, and you got to do your 9-to-5. You got to accumulate that money, and then take that money, don't spend it on your marketing, all right? And then once you start doing your 1 deals, 2 deals, you know, and I absolutely agree this with, and I absolutely 100% agree this with Sean Terry. Once you have made money from wholesaling where you have enough money to put away for the entire year, so what you make right now in a year, if you can make that in wholesaling, then at that time, I think you should, then at that time, it's your choice if you want to quit your job or not and go at it full time. And the reason why I agree with that is because, you guys, a lot of times you don't want to, like, you know, you don't want to be in a position where you are stressing out, all right? Just suck it up, do what you can. I promise you, your day will come. So do your 9-to-5, take that money, dump it into marketing. Once you start doing deals, once you start knowing how to do it, once you have the cash in the bank where, you know, where you can now go on a whole entire year without your job and you still be okay, then yes. So that's kind of my opinion. Most people are just like, hey, I'm tired of my job, I'm sick of it, I just want to quit it and I just want to go at this full time. And they come out there and they say, hey, I have no money in marketing. How can I make money in real estate with no money? Come on, bro. I said, come on, man. See, come on, man. Most of you who's having 2 jobs and saying, hey, I still don't have money, dude, you got to look at your financial. You got to look at your financial, which is your spending. You got to look at your spending and being able to, man, like when I say this, I'll probably lose a lot of people, but I want to be real with you guys. In America, I don't think anybody that actually work at a job and say that I don't have money. Let me tell you why. Lawn Mom, okay, let me tell you why. And I'm sorry, you guys, this is supposed to be a Q&A, but I have so many comments with people saying that, and I just want to be real and be upfront with you. My personal opinion, when I moved in, lived with my wife's mom, her mom was making $7.50, and she has money stacked away. You know why? You guys, because she's not out there living the life that she can't not afford. She's still living in a trailer park. She was raising Lon, which is my wife, and also one of her grandkid. All right, all by herself in this mobile home park, and she has money stacked away, making $7.50, you guys. So to me, nobody, and you guys, and then if I take you guys back to my country, even here in Mexico, back to my country, people were making $5 a day, $5 a day, working 12, 13 hours a day, and they have money put away. Why can't you? All right? So don't tell me you don't have money to put out to marketing. If you don't, you gotta look at your spending. You gotta look at your financial situation. You know, my wife and I, this is kind of my mindset. Before you make a lot of money, you gotta understand, you gotta learn how to manage and control your money. The reason why, no matter how much you make, if you don't know how to manage and control, you're gonna spend it all. You're gonna blow it all away, all right? That's the first thing, you know, when we tell our nieces and nephews, that's exactly what we tell them. Learn how to be disciplined, control, and manage money, accumulate the money. Okay, because once you accumulate it, then now you know exactly what to do with it, and you don't blow it all away, all right? I mean, how many people we hear that makes a lot of money but end up having nothing? That's the reason, you guys. Game over. Happy Saturday. Do you like doing lease option What's your game over, dude? No, I don't do lease options. I actually did some owner contract, and we got into a situation where it could have gone bad. And I also listened to this guy, and this guy is a big wholesaler, and he said that he doesn't want to get into anything like that. Just like, do you recommend co-wholesaling in a saturated market like Los Angeles? How do you ever co-wholesale have you ever co-wholesale yourself? Sorry, I have not co-wholesale myself. We have plenty of deals for us to wholesale, but we do have other co-wholesaler that co-wholesale our properties, and you can make a great living. You can actually make good money doing that. I think, to me personally, I've heard, co-hosting, you can certainly make 6-figure a year doing that. Basically, all you do is you focus on building up your cash buyers list, and then big time wholesaler in the area, and then connect with them and see if they're willing to allow you to co-wholesale their deals. And it's co-wholesaling is the best way, where obviously you don't put any of your money up at risk. All you do is spending your time networking with people. I guess you can send out letters and try to collect buyers, but you don't pretty much risk anything at all. And only is that you don't need set, all right? You need a whole lot of knowledge in the business. All you do is just going out there, connecting and building up the cash buyer, and connecting with property that's already been tied up by other wholesaler. Please bring the wife on live. Do a couple challenge Q&A video? Yes, I would certainly love to. She doesn't seem to like to get on video as much as I do now. Before, when we dated, it was the opposite. Now it's the opposite. But she promised that she will get on to do an interview. One of these days. MIGL, happy Saturday. What up? How important do you say tracking your numbers are? How much marketing are doing the amount of leads that turn into X amount of contract for that week? So MIGL, so basically right now we're spending about 30 to 40,000 per month in marketing, and our goal is to hit 350 per month in wholesaling. All right, 350. January and February we're falling. January and February we're falling a little short. I think we came in right around at 200, 225. So my wife been saying, "Come on, Kong, what's going on?" We do get a tons of phone call. I don't look at, to be honest with you, I don't look at the number as much as I should be looking at. I just know that every single month I'm just focusing on, okay, you know what, here's our target, here's our 350 target. We got to generate. So when I put in offer on deals, or have my purchase manager put offer on deals, I just want to make sure, see how far we're apart, and then I just want to put in the offer, the amount that we want to make on that deal. And so I don't really look at the amount of like in, and how much of those calls turn into appointments, and how much those appointments turn in actual deals. But it's track on CallRail. I just focus on every single day. I just wake up and said, okay, we got to hit, this month we got to hit 350. This month we got to hit 350. And then depending how far we are, then I just focus on how much we need to make. So when I put in the offer to that property, I just take that amount and put it in to that property to make about 20 to 25,000 plus on an assignment. I hope that answered your question. Probably not all of it. A Ling Property Solution. The different scripts that you are use with your VA to lock deals. Will you have the same type of script for locking up with agents? Lynn, I don't. So basically, as for agents, I don't have any script for agents. As for agents, just call them up and talk to them just like they're your friend. Just say, hey, so Lynn, let's just say if you were an agent, I say, hey, Lynn, we're looking to buy some properties in the area. Do you have any properties pocket listing or any property that sellers are in a situation where they need a quick cash sell or hassle-free sell or a quick closing, just want to let you know, Lynn, that we have cash and we're willing to buy these property in any condition. Doesn't matter what condition it's in, as long as we can make the number work, as long as we can make a little profit, we're willing to buy it, and we can pull the trigger very, very quickly. So when you talk to these agents, just come in, talk to them like they're, and also too is just be confident when you talk to them. Carlos, I quit my job, but I'm doing Uber for now until I close my first deal. Carlos, nice man. You must like driving. That's cool, man. No, not a problem at all. Just do whatever you can to be able to generate money and take that money and dump it into marketing. You guys gotta have some money to dump into marketing. I wanted to do a video and I want to share with you guys, and I want to be real with you guys. This business, all right, this business is not easy, but I promise you, it's worth it. Once you figure out how to do it, all right, it's gonna be worth it, because obviously you'll be able to do it virtually, all right. So, but without money, you guys, man, it's gonna be a grind. With some money, you can leverage it and you can actually market, all right. So it's better. Marcus, hey Con, what up, man? Happy Saturday. Hey Con, what are some tips for new cold callers? Marcus, I'm not sure. If you calling sellers, just say, hi, my name is Marcus. We're looking to buy some properties. We are looking to buy some properties in the area for cash. Do you have any properties you're looking to sell? And then just start the conversation from there. Seller said yes. Seller said yes. Great. May I get your name, please? You know, and then just start going from there. Can I get some property? Can I get on the property? But Marcus, we are putting a package deal together where right now I'm just trying to edit all the scripts exactly how I would talk to the seller in a package deal for you guys, so you guys will have the scripts that you are talking to seller when seller is calling in. So first time talking to the seller, and then the script where you actually talk to the seller to tie them up under contract over the phone. To me, the key for virtual wholesaling is being able to handle and talk to the seller on the phone. The reason why is because you want to give them the peace of mind and that trust, knowing that, hey, you are legit and that they're able to sign that contract over the phone. Because if they have something, if they have somewhat of an unsure or uncertainty or don't feel right, they're not going to sign. So once you know how to talk to them better, you guys, a lot of time when I send these contracts to seller, they don't even read it. They send it back to me like within 20 minutes, within the same days, within a half an hour, just because you're able to tell them everything they needed to know over the phone, and with that confidence and giving them that peace of mind. Lewis, happy Saturday, man. Coming to Las Vegas. I don't know, maybe at the next 10x growth. Word, man. Trying to eat salt egg in the camp for 6 years, waiting for a sponsor to get to the promised land. Dude, are you in Philippines, bro? Bilak? Oh man, talking about Philippines, my family, so man, it's been a crazy journey. So from Vietnam, what they do is we move to Philippines, and we actually have to live there for 6 months before we get actually sponsored to America. So, you know, obviously this is the land of opportunities. Anyone in America, you guys, that's the beauty of being in America. Man, when my wife and I go back to Vietnam, we really don't see how these people, you guys, man, if it's tough already to make it in America, imagine if you were in another country. Bro, it's tough. How do you structure your co-wholesaling? So Dealey, there is a contract that some co-wholesaler will have where they have you sign, or where they have you sign where they say, hey, if I bring up, but some of these co-wholesaler I actually met and talked over the phone, or I met them at the RIA. So we actually built that relationship already, the trust. So I normally don't do any paperwork with them. I just tell them, hey, you know what, when you bring a buyers, I'll make sure that, hey, you get your pay, and then always ask them how much do they want to get paid off the deal. Some want to do 50-50. Some want to say, hey, give me 1,000, give me 2,000, whatever it is. But make sure you ask them, because a lot of times their number might be a little lower than what you want of them. And then you can always be the Superman or Superwoman, come back and give them more than what they ask. All right. Man. San Nicolas, have you spoken to anyone that has done wholesale deals in Orange County, California, or Los Angeles? No, I haven't, but I have a friend that does in San Jose, which is a super competitive market, high price, and I know there are people over there that's killing it, and they do go to the local RIA, you guys. They some of the big players, they don't go a lot, but sometimes they do, and it's the best way to go and network and connect and ask questions. Did bandit sign work well for you? Kasana baby 101. I put you know what, actually, so I put up some bandit sign, and the city, the cops took it off. I got a call from the city. They were gonna give me a fine. They tell me not to do it again. But I can put sign on my property. So I did put some bandit sign up on rental properties, and we did do a deal off from that bandit sign. And I think we end up making like 5,000 or so off of it. But obviously, it pays. It pays for itself. Pronounce your first. Empire. Happy Saturday, man or woman. I'm not sure. What's your favorite form of marketing? Direct mail. If you have the money, it's direct mail for me. It's direct mail. We do 90% of our it's direct mail. 10% is networking and referral. Legendary 94, what up? Happy Saturday. How do you tell from a listing how do you skill here? I gotta slow down. How do you tell from a listing if a property is another wholesaler or by the actual homeowner? Because if you wholesale it, it's not gonna show on the record that it's a wholesale deal. It's just gonna tell that it's sold directly from the homeowner, because your assignment fee is going to be paid separately through escrow, but it pays separately from the buyer, so that does not show. It just shows who's the seller. What's your okay, John N. Happy Saturday. What are some tips on developing a dependable buyer list? Network with people. Just start networking, calling all the agents, network with them. Big D, what up? Kenneth, what up? Happy Saturday, man. When do you decide enough is enough and move to a different area to wholesale? It's when you want it to grow. It's when you want it to grow. It's when you know that, hey, you know what? You have target everything that you can on the list in that county, in that area already, and now you have more money to take on, to do more marketing. Then I would expand to another county, expand to another area, all right? Kenneth, I hope that answered your question. Jin, I have something on the contract. I'm calling realtor for cash buyer. How do I get paid? And how does an agent get paid? Hold on a second, let me read this question one more time. I have something on the contract, okay? Realtor for cash buyer, good. How do I get paid? And how does agent get paid? Got it. So Jin, so basically what it is that you have something on contract. So basically, so you're saying you have a deal under contract right now between you and the seller, and you calling the agents to see if they have a cash buyer for it? If that is your question, Jin, so if you have a contract between you and the seller, and now you're calling to find some buyers for this deal, and the agents brought you the cash buyer, then you ask the agents, hey, how much do you want to get paid if we end up doing the deal together with your buyer? And then what you want to do is, a lot of times is you can pay that agent outside of escrow. If not, you can put it in your assignment fee. So that way when they close on it, part of the fees for the check will go to that agent, all right? And that's how you get paid. And that's how the agent get paid. You either pay them outside of escrow, that's what I do all the time. I just tell the agent, okay, if you bring a buyer, you bring a buyer, and then if you want $1,000 for it, when we close on the deal, I'll just write them $1,000, and then I just overnight to them. I want them to get the money ASAP. I honestly, you guys, I actually have to call one of my one of the agents. I have to call them so many times because my whole thing is it's all about that thing closed. I call them off the hook and I say, give me your address, give me the info. I want to send this to you ASAP, right? Because that's how I want it. I want, you know, the money right away. So I want to make sure that they get paid right away. I don't linger. I don't wait. But Jin, that short answer is that's how you pay them, either outside or outside of escrow, or just have your escrow agents put it in the assignment fee that whatever fee is go to this agent. Billy, happy Saturday. Do a six mailing campaign. If no response, then move on. Yes, so basically we target them for 6 months and then we move on. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly what your question is. Carton, happy Saturday. If you live in a low market area, what's the best advice on marketing offer to motivate a seller on fair market value as 100 that are ugly homes for wholesale to make room for rehabler? Carton, if the fair market is 100,000, I'm sure that on those low market market area, you can certainly make 5 to 10 problem. You just have to be able to negotiate and get the price low enough. But 5 to 10,000 does not seem unreasonable to me. You should go check out Ty, aka the Flip Man. His area is pretty low. It's pretty low in as far as his housing price, and he able to make 5 to 10,000 no problem. Carmano, Alexander, what up? Trouble filling out a purchase agreement. Help. I don't know which one. I'm probably bad at reading, so I wouldn't know either. But I do put. So yeah, just trying to connect with someone and maybe they'll help you out. Marcus again, so you are making a script a package that we can buy. I need this ASAP. Marcus, yes I am. I'm putting together a package deal for you guys, not just the script, but I'm gonna put together the contract that we actually use, and I'm actually gonna do a video on every single one of them, you guys, because my whole thing is, man, my whole thing is, you know, reading, I'm bad, so I'm gonna do a video on every single one of them where I explain to you guys and I show you guys how to fill out the purchase and sale agreement between you and the seller, and then I'll show you how to fill out the assignment agreement between you and that buyer if you were to assign it, and I also gonna put in there the double closing contract between you and the buyer. So this is the contract between you and that end buyer if you were to do a double closing, and I'll walk you guys through I'll do a video and walk you guys through how to fill these contracts out on all of them. And I also gonna and then I also gonna include in there is a rehab calculator, where what you want to do is that you want to do is you punch in per square feet, and then kind of you punch in the square feet, and it will spits back a number for you and letting you know roughly how much the rehab cost, the estimate rehab cost will be on that particular property. So you can, based on that, all right, and then make your initial offer. And also too is you be able to pull some low comps in the area and then some high comps in the area. Plug it into that calculator, it'll spit back a number for you. You guys gotta understand, I'm gonna be honest with you, these are just rough numbers. So it's gonna spit back a number for you, letting you know what's the estimate ARV is for that property, all right? But it's an estimate, all right, you guys? And then at the end, I'm gonna walk you guys through the script. I'm actually gonna walk you guys through the script, how I would talk to the seller, line by line by line. And hopefully it will help you guys out. You guys, when I first started, I took actions. To me, when I hear something, I just take action, right? And then when I run into a wall, then I figure it out. But man, when I first got in, looking back now, if I would have had the script, because I was so, at that time, I don't know what it is, I was anti-script. People talking about script, I was like, well, I don't want to sound like a robot. I want to sound like a human. I don't want to sound like a robot. So I was trying to be cool, call them up, yeah, I can get these sellers under contract, no problem. But you guys got to understand what the script is. It's just a, basically a script. It's just giving you kind of a foundation of what question that needed a lot sooner than it took me. My first deal was it took me 6 months to get my first deal, and it wasn't even directly through the seller. It was actually through an agent. And it took me a long time to start knowing how to talk to seller and be able to get deals directly from seller. Okay, let me see here. Any other question, you guys? Boom. Any other question, guys? If that's it, you guys, thank you so much for every one of you guys have taken the time to tune in. Like I said, I'm doing this every Sunday. We're doing this on a Saturday because I'm actually flying out there tomorrow. And thank you everyone for being able to join me live. And if you guys do enjoy this video, don't be shy, you guys. Smash that thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, you guys, and always be focusing on your goals. And remember this. I actually told my wife this today when she was, you know, she's right now trying to, you know, eat healthy and working out and getting fit. You guys, you got to understand that what you're working for is worth it. Once you understand what you're working for is worth it, you won't complain about working anymore. All right. So once you understand that whatever you're working for is worth it to you, you won't complain about working anymore. All right, you guys. So, okay, one last question here. From Alex, should I be calling as much as you can, man? As much as you can. So, anyways, you guys take care. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.